Hi, so this is a lesson from my new ebook, Easy Classical Guitar Pieces, and you can get it from thisisclassicalguitar.com. This is a lesson on Andante by Merz, and I'll play you the piece, and then I'll give you a short lesson just to talk about some of the different concepts in the piece that you should follow when you play it. And if you want the sheet music, it comes with the notation version, the notation plus tab version, the fingering, these online videos, and everything else that you need. So, Andante by Merz. Okay, so just a quick lesson on a few concepts on the left and right hand and some musical ideas. So, as with the other pieces in the book, play the melody on its own. If you've been watching the videos, I say this every time because it's really important. So the melody is the top note in the texture in this particular case. And you can go through the piece and just play the top voice and it'll be the melody. One other thing is that there's lots of suspensions in this piece, and it doesn't matter whether you know what that is or not. Essentially, what a suspension is the note that comes before a chord and then it's played again on the chord, but it doesn't belong to the chord, so it resolves right afterwards. Essentially, in its simplest way to describe it would be there's a tension note, a note that has like spice to it, so a tension note, and then it resolves or it releases the tension. So for example, that E to D, F, and then D, C. That D doesn't belong to the A, the C does, because it's an A minor chord. And so the D is the spice note, and the C is the resolution, tension, release. So there's lots of musical things you can do with that. I would always accent those notes and then resolve. When you resolve it or the tension gets released, play it softer. Then accent, relax. And at the end of a phrase, just relax and play a little softer. Then start again. To the end of a phrase, just kind of taper it off. So play the melody on its own. Look out for musical opportunities so that you're not playing all the notes evenly. If you just play them all evenly, it just doesn't sound good. It just sounds kind of like you're just throwing all the notes out there without much care to them. Besides that, there's some fingering things in this piece. Make sure you hold on to your bass notes when you can. In terms of the right hand, there's going to be lots of repeated fingers. There's nothing you can do about it in this particular case. Alternate when possible, but otherwise you're going to be repeating. So for example, you're going to need all the fingers for this one, and then alternate, repeat fingers. There, play the low E with the thumb. This is bar 2. I would play the next chord with I and A, then the thumb again. It's just too big of a distance to be throwing the thumb for all the bass notes. So every once in a while, if it's just the upper strings, you can use I and A as listed in the first few bars there. In bar 3, I would use the thumb on that bass note just because you have the time to bring it up. And then alternate fingers. And then those little melodies will be like chord, M, and then A, M, A, M. In the end of bar 4 there, notice that you have to play the D on the 5th string, the F sharp on the 4th string, and the D with your first finger on the 2nd string. So that's called third position because the first finger is at the 3rd fret. So for that chord, you have to go into 3rd position and fret all the notes. It's not an open D. There's that 3rd fret. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. There's a similar part in the second half. It's piano, and then you're playing with more suspensions. When you go here, it's 2nd position, meaning the first finger at the 2nd fret, and then 1 finger per fret. And as soon as you play that open string, shift back to the 1st position and continue. And that's pretty much it for the piece. Follow the fingerings, be careful of your musicality, make sure you sing the melody, and then I think you're good to go. So I'll be making videos for all the 15 pieces in the book, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks very much.